Have you ever wondered how some people have managed to get their cars on the road, or why people have floating things in their rivers? Well, this video is here to answer your questions on that and to tell you how to do it. So yes, so firstly, to put Homer's car on the road, I'm going to show you. So obviously, normally, doesn't want the car to go on the road. But so what you have to do is you've got to there we go. You've got to make a space for the object that you want to place down in a certain place, and you've got to make sure you've got it placed in the right, in the right area. It's not quite where I had it before, but oh well. And then what you do is you cover the area where you'd like the surface below the object. So there you go. You make sure it has to cover it. And what you do is you go straight to the tile at the side, and you place it. That's how it is, and you can adapt it. I'm not going to leave my car there like that because it just looks wrong. But yes, now let's go on to water. So let's see what I should place on the water. Let's have a tree. Let's have a floating tree here. So here we go. Let's buy a tree. An ordinary tree. There. Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. There we go. So that's how you can, that's how you have trees like that. And they do look pretty good, actually, with some hedges around. I say. Let's try that. Let's try doing multiple things at the same time. Or like flowers, maybe flowers instead? I don't know. Let's just do this. In the water. Let's see if this will work. There was a design someone did, and I remember seeing it with the tree, and it was great. It looked brilliant on the water. I can't remember how it looked, but I'll just make one of my own as an idea. Right, we do the same thing. Here we go. So that doesn't look too great, but yeah, you get the idea. You can do multiple objects in one go. So there we go. I will fix that later. But yeah, you can even do Christmas trees. Christmas trees look quite good. And then the other thing is dirt. Now, what can't go on the dirt? Let's have a think. A building. Building on the dirt? Let's see. So that's obviously in the way. Can go on the dirt. But there are some items that can't go on dirt. So you can obviously use the technique with that. Just trying to think. Then there's obviously the beach. So you can obviously put deck chairs on the beach. But the thing is, it won't work with the beach because you can't change the beach surface to what you need, to what the building will accept to go on, the building or the decoration or whatever. You can't change the surface. So that means that you can't overlay, you can't then have it in that position and then overlay an object. So you can't get anything on the beach. But Let's try the sea. Now, I think this might be a bit more complicated. But I don't know. Let's give it a little go. Let's do it with boardwalk planks. I'm not sure if it's going to work. But there's this also little boat, actually. And so the little boat won't normally go there. And now, yeah, I'm not sure about the little boat, actually. Question is, can you put the police boat on the water? Yes, you can. I thought you could. I don't think there's any way of doing it. But yeah, you could have a floating sky finger. There is a lot you could do. There's also, with the boardwalk benches, you can have little steps across. I've seen people doing their Buddhist areas. I've got a flag there. Yeah, let's try the little steps here, actually. Yeah, so let's do the little steps. It's not going to fit quite perfectly, but in terms of just a few little techniques, I'm just exploring a few ideas. And now I think you need the edge for so it won't interfere with the side thing by the water. I don't know, we can try it in a moment. So there we go. And now the question is will it stay if you do it with one more? I'm not too sure. It looks like it could, but it will certainly lose the... Oh yeah, blimey, they're all the tire mooring posts. You can buy them permanently now. I didn't know that. Well, that's brilliant. But yeah, you can have all sorts of cars on the road around Springfield. Just trying to think. Patio? Can you have a patio table on the dirt? I don't think you can. Oh yeah, you can. Might be a good design idea. But yeah, or yeah, hedges. You can have these hedges in the water. That could look quite good. Sticking out the water, maybe. It's hard to know until you try it with these things, but I think it is worth experimenting. Because yeah, it does unlock a lot of different sort of things that you can do in the game. Here's the bench. Right, let's see what this does then. It might break the game. I don't know how much the game glitches really, to be honest, so let's see. And yeah, so it still does it, and it kind of chops half of it off. But yeah, so it's just that sort of thing really. So there's cars on the road. There's some buildings that probably just won't go on dirt. There's this. I think you might be able to glitch this onto land. Shall we see? So... Right, let's get a suitable... There we go. There it is. And I've still got the animation as if it's in the water. So yeah, there's all sorts of things like that. There's a herbal spinach, fountains in the water. Ah, that's something that someone did. So you can have the fountains in the water. You can have, cars on the road. Now, parking lots, that's an interesting one. Question is, can you move the parking lot underneath a car? Now, with this, I think it only works with tiles. But let's see. I think this is probably a step too far, but hey, it's worth a shot. So let's see. Right. So it's definitely available. Yeah, it won't because it's two different decorations. It's different with the tiles. They work differently, I think. Just trying to think of what else there is. There's plungers. You can put plungers in the sea. That might look quite interesting. There's hedges. So yeah, that's it really. So if you just use that technique, you can do a lot. Yeah, there's statues. Statues look good in the water, maybe in the run up to some buildings. And yeah, just funny tricks like this with the boat. You can do. It's a bit more limited what you can do in the Squidport, I think. Although let's have a try. Let's see if we can get some floating things in the Squidport. So yeah. Let's try this Oktoberfest thing then. So yes, you can have it floating on the water. That is something that you can do. And obviously you can't normally do that. So you can have floating things on your Squidport. You just can't glitch things onto the Squidport that aren't already there. Or as in like you can't put the Krusty Burger on the Squidport. I don't know, that's a good question, but yeah. So yeah, that is it for today's video then. Yeah. Yes, I think it's it for today's video. But yeah, it's yeah, all you have to do is obviously apply all these things to loads of different things. Now the last thing is, no, you can't, because there's no tiles that can be placed here. No. But obviously with the Wild West Road, the dirt road, now some things might not be able to be placed on the dirt road, so let's try that. And yeah, it's obviously loads of different surfaces. Dirt road, there's a golden road. I don't have that as I didn't play the update. But yeah, you can do, yeah, all sorts really. Yeah, dirt road. Stuff like this. I mean, it doesn't look great. A lot of the time it won't look great with a lot of things. But yeah, it's certainly a lot of fun to try. So there we go. So that is today's video. And yeah, I hope you found it useful, and hopefully, yeah, I suppose here, the techniques used with the trees. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, you find it useful, and you can basically get more out of your designs. So there we go. So yeah, no more questions, everybody, about how did you get your car placed on the road, or how did you get so-and-so placed on the water. Because yes, that's how you do it. So that's all for today's video. But yeah, do stick around, as obviously loads of stuff is on the channel. And yeah, if you want to get involved in stuff like designs competitions, or yeah, competitions, then do be sure to join the Simpsons Tap That Lounge Discord server, as it's all going on there. But yes, that's all from today's video. But yeah, I'll see you shortly for the next one. And goodbye.